Perfect.
Okay. All right then. So, so Christine, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey,
That's
thanks for jumping on the call with me today. I really appreciate the time that everyone takes to help me out, and I'm willing
mhm,
to share what a little bit of knowledge I have about digital marketing with anyone who's interested.
mhm. Definitely.
So, what's your background? How did you get involved in this?
My background is actually, uh, I think it's a little sad.
Ah,
I went to 4 years of college, got my bachelor's degree, actually in animal science, and then I jumped on the train and kept going and got my master's degree,
oh wow.
biology, and graduated and wrote my thesis, got my thesis approved, and I actually published a journal. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually an author, but I have been searching for a job for a year in my,
Oh,
and every single month it gets more and more and more depressing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and like I can't even believe it. I went to school for these 6 years. I have a journal in some fancy journal, and I still nobody wants to hire me. I get it all the time. Oh, you're too qualified, so we can't
Oh,
do this. Or you don't have the right experience, except for the problem is the people
yeah.
won't hire me for that
So
experience.
that you get the
You're
experience.
qualified. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. It's sad.
so
And I think doesn't Kiala talk about that in the AWOL videos or in his master class or something like that? He mentions,
yeah,
you go to university for 4 years and it costs you X number of thousands of dollars, and when you get out, you get a $25,000 business or career.
yep, yep. A chance
Yeah,
at a job, right? You don't get a job. You're not
right.
guaranteed a job. He
Yeah,
goes, college is a scam. And I was like, man, why didn't you tell me this 6 years
yeah,
ago?
yeah. Right, 6 years ago.
Uh, and I was scrolling Facebook, and it was the weirdest thing. I think Zach's post came up, him and this little boy, and he was talking about his kid. And it actually touched me because I have a brother with a disability. So I was like, oh, someone else has a disability, I'll read this. And then it was about digital marketing, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a job. What am I gonna do? And they said, oh, we'll do a challenge for a week for free. And I was like, okay, I can handle for free.
Mhm.
I'm ready. I know how to learn things like that. I learned how to do that in college. uh,
Yeah.
and so I followed for a week, and I was like super impressed. They showed how it was possible. Um, they they made it look actual doable. The only things they didn't tell me was how to do it, and I was like, come on, just training. So
The
then
hook's in now.
I'm hooked in now. And so then they offered the additional training, and um, I was lucky. I hit it on the Black Friday deal and things like that. But
Mhm.
I've just been so impressed. I haven't seen anything come back yet, so I'm slightly worried. Uh, slightly terrified that there might not be anything ever. But
Well,
that's
Black Friday wasn't even a month ago, right? It was only like 3 weeks.
yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago. Come on.
You know, I tried starting this business 6 years ago when I first moved down from Dallas. I'm near Houston now, um, and I could see at that time, the future. It's people want to buy online. They don't want to have to get off the couch and go to a store.
Yeah.
And so if you can find a market to get into that people are interested in, that you can just either, you know, ship through Amazon or whatever, and all you have to do is find the clients. Um, Facebook makes it so easy to do that, and Facebook isn't the only venue. There's other ways of marketing and getting in front of people. Um, and as much as as much as people are kind of disinterested about seeing marketing, you how do you know what's going on out there unless somebody puts it in front of you and says, hey, this is the new stuff, this is the new product, this is the new phone and what it can do, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, and kind of where I'm going with it, when I tried to start it 6 years ago, I had to build my own website, and I had to try and figure out my own ways of marketing. And Facebook wasn't a marketing platform at that time. There were, it was Amazon. It was expensive, and there was, if you wanted to build an autoresponder, you had to do it all by hand and send out those emails by hand and stuff like that. Well, I ran across an introduction to the digital marketing that I'm doing now, and it's all kind of done for you. The software has come so far in the last 4 or 5 years. Now, it's there is a cost involved. You have to spend $100 a month for a marketing program or for an email autoresponder, and you have to spend some money to get training, but that training wasn't available before. Well, now, so I am more than happy to spend a couple $1,000s for somebody to show me how to do it, and the marketing program that I involved in now with AWOL, they'll do it all for you if you want to sign on as an affiliate. And it really is. I spent hours and hours and thousands of dollars trying to get people to show me how to do this stuff and trying to get people to help me to do it. And I got, a half a dozen sales, and they hardly even came close to starting to pay for the business back then. So I just had to drop it. But now, like I say, it's all, here it is. Here's how to do it. Here's how to set your links up. Here's the script for your campaign. And so, you can get into it without spending a whole lot of money. Mm-hmm. But boy, you better be prepared to do a lot of waiting for things to happen, because you're not really sure how to set it up. I'm involved with a couple of mentors that, hey man, here's the answer to all your problems. Give us 3 or 4 weeks. Some of these people have been doing this. I know people that have been doing this for over a year, and they're just now getting their first sale. Well, I anticipate my first sale to be in the next couple of months. I've had my first sale already, but I'm talking, the big stuff. And so that's what spending the money is all about. It's a stretch. It's a hard for me. I'm basically retired, so my income is very, very limited. But it's, if I don't do this kind of thing, what else am I going to do at my age? Nobody's going to hire me. I'm the same as you. I go out there and they go, oh, you're way too old. Yep. Or you're overqualified.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's just the way of the world. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That,
So are you,
I'm sorry.
Are you super excited for your first sale here?
Well, yeah, the first sale is always, oh, look, it really works.
Yeah.
It certainly, what it does is it gives me more confidence about, okay, yeah, I can continue to build the business, spend a little bit more money, spend a bunch more time learning how to do the process, writing ads and stuff like that. And I know that it's going to be worth it. I know that in the end, a year from now, I really do truly expect to be in the 6-figure income bracket.
Oh, wow. Okay. You gotta have high goals though, right?
Well, and I think that really that's probably a low goal compared to what's possible in this business.
Yeah, which is awesome. I'm so excited to figure out all the options. So, have for you? So objection about cost, and why does this need to cost money? What would you object to spending money at the beginning, or why does it need to cost money?
Well, and I think kind of answered that. Like I say, when I first tried to do it on my own, I did spend tons and tons of money. It's a business, and I have started several businesses. A brick and mortar business, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars go into building a business like that. And then you just kind of sit around waiting for somebody to walk in the door. Well, it's crazy. But this kind of business, you can actually get into it for a pretty economical price. If you want to do all the work yourself, you can spend $500 in your setup. But for me, I understand that, hey, I want to get this rolling right away. So if I have to spend 2, 3, 4,000, 5,000, even more for somebody to not only show me how to do it, but set it up for me, man, that is well worth it, because instead of waiting a year for that first sale, I'll be getting that first sale in a couple months. And that's the difference. Really, it is. Did I lose you?
Thing?
You,
Did I?
you were frozen there for a while.
My dog. Were you skeptic of anything? Like, even when you started 6 years ago to now, are you still skeptic of the business? Has that
Yeah,
gone away?
well, not so much of the business, but of of the plan. There were people that I ran across online that said, "Hey, give me $1,000 and I'll do it all for you," kind of thing, or I'll show you how to do it. Nothing ever panned out, and you'd try and get a hold of them, and you'd go, "Well, do this, try that," or they wouldn't even respond to you. So yeah, there was lots of trepidation about putting down money, especially when, again, it's all now coming out of my savings account, which is really very limited. And it's like, this is a scary thing to get into. This guy may just not show up when I need him or whatever. The AWOL program, I was able to get into it for $99, and that's a ridiculously low price for the 20 hours of training that was involved. And that initial training shows all the steps. It shows you all of the software and stuff like that. So, I chose to buy into the higher end training just because I know who I am, and I don't want to get myself frustrated with, trying to learn stuff that is, let's face it, I'm an old bugger. And some of the new technology is beyond me, even though, but yeah, like I say, you can get into it at a really low economical price, but it's well worth spending the extra money. It is.
So would you say it's for all ages?
Well, again, I just turned 66. And this is going to be my 5th career. But yeah, it helps that I understand a lot of technology. I'm an aircraft engineer. That was what I went to college for. So technology doesn't scare me as much as it might people my age. But boy, young people are, it's like they're walking all over this stuff and putting it together. It's it's like I don't know if you probably don't have any children, but
I do. I have one. He's 7 months old.
oh wait, a couple of years he'll be teaching you how to run that phone. So yeah, all ages, and even the people who don't have a real good grasp of how the technology works, the training programs that are available, they'll walk you step by step, and if you have a problem with it, there's generally going to be somebody in the community you just post a question. Hey, I'm trying to do this, and everybody goes, "Oh yeah, that's easy. We did that last week." Um, so yeah, yeah, I wouldn't wish this on my parents because the technology would be beyond them. But from 20 to 60, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's probably one of my worries, I guess, is I know it'll be around, but what will it be in 10 years? And no one can ever say that, but my guess is it's just going to explode. If I had to pick, what?
It will explode. It is exploding, and it's changing daily, just like all technology is. Fortunately, I think that at this point, getting involved in it is it's almost like getting in on the ground floor, where you'll have funnels set up now that will be expanding, in the next 6 months, year, so that down the road you'll be on vacation looking at your phone going, oh yeah, made another $20,000 today. Oh
I wish. I hope, man. I hope. If I
yeah.
can do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to touch base with people who are just getting involved in it. I think you said you were just starting out, getting your funnel, getting Facebook set up and things like that. So it
Yep. I'm just
takes a
getting started.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that
3 weeks
waiting for
ago,
things
I
to
didn't
happen.
know what this was. I didn't even know it existed. I'm not even going to lie. um,
Right.
now I pretty much have the entire funnel set up. My ads almost wrote.
Oh, good.
Um, I just need to do the autoresponders, which seems so daunting.
Well, okay, they are, but again, there's the autoresponder programs. A lot of times they have training that will teach you how to do your autoresponders, how to set them up, um, and the groups that are available to get involved in, they're all willing to help you out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Gonna do it. This is the first day, I have been teaching for the college. I've been adjuncting,
Okay.
um, because that's all I can pretty much do.
Ah,
That's what I was doing while I got my master's, so they just let me continue pretty
well,
much.
good.
But our semester just ended, so now we have the oh my gosh, winter break off, and then I'm not actually doing anything in the spring, so it opens up a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to be totally honest, this is my first day without my little guy at home. He's actually getting babysat by, I think, his aunt. I don't know, my that grandma. So, but yeah, it's just been crazy, and those daycare costs too.
Yeah.
They're so expensive,
Yeah.
and I didn't think I would care. I thought I'd be fine. I'll go back to work, after 6 weeks after having. I didn't honestly think I would care, and after having spent now 7 months with him, because I don't really have a job, I don't think I can go back. I had so much fun, and
Yeah.
the cost, just in general, daycare is the same exact. It's more expensive for me to go to work. I'm paying more, to have him in daycare. So if this is something I can do, once he goes to bed and put in some
Right.
extra now, I'm really hoping. And his dad has a decent job, but he's gone all the time.
Yeah.
So if we can have some kind of extra income, so he can stay home a little bit more, you know.
Well, give it a couple of years. That is it. A son? Is it your son? He'll be showing you how to do this stuff.
He is smart already. It's unbelievable. We had like a train of people. It was him and dad were standing there, and then his aunt was in the way, and then grandma, and then I was doing something on the other side of the room. And this kid, he reaches out for his aunt, jumps into his aunt's arm, like he wants, hey, I want you, auntie. Then he reaches out for grandma and jumps into grandma's arms and around, and he's reaching out for me. All he wanted was me the whole time, and he just did
Ah.
a slew of people. I was like, you are one of the smartest doggone kids. Really is. Other things, he'll make toys make noise that I didn't even know made noise.
Ah, gee.
I'm really young. So he's already outsmarting me. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to get back to writing some autoresponders. Thanks for chatting, Christine. It was nice to meet
Yep. Thanks for your time.
you. All right.
Bye.
Bye.